Welcome back again. This is the Chipmaster here, and in this video series I will be doing another laptop repair on a Lenovo that I have here. A bunch of stickers on it, right? It's a Lenovo ideapad 14-inch series, right? And the tech gave it to me and it said that it has no display, right? So it turns on but there's no image on the screen. Okay, so I will see if I can repair it. So join me over to the table here. Right, so I'm going to plug in the power. Right, the power is plugged in. Pressing the switch. Plug. Not getting anything. The port feels slack though. As I'm moving the port inside of the adapter in the port, it's not turning on. It feels a bit loose, as you can see. I'm plugging it and out. They said that it turns on but there's no image. I'm pressing the switch and there's nothing. But the DC jack doesn't feel right though. Try again one more time. And there's nothing going on, no trigger. Do I get charging light? Alright, as you can see there's no orange light. I'm not getting a light there. And there's nothing indicating that it's charging. Nothing. Alright, screws are already out. Alright, I see this not connected. It's liquid damage here. See some form of small corrosion on the LCD connector here. It's 11th gen CPU, as you can see. Right, so there's a little splash of liquid right here. And I'm going over here. Oh, we have some liquid here, as you can see. A lot of liquid corrosion right here. Alright, that's in the standby section, 3 volts and 5 volts. Alright, so I'm going to check here in the CPU power section. Alright, all is well here. Alright, here all is well. All is well there. Alright, this is the RAM power supply and 1.8 volt power supply section. Alright, 1.2 volts, 1.8 volts, all is well. Alright, so I'm going to move this sticker here for the embedded controller. Alright, this is the embedded controller and all is well there. Alright, no liquid intake whatsoever there. Alright, so that's good. Next I have here, which is the charging circuit. This is the charger here. Alright, this is the charging chip, charging coil. Alright, this is a secondary supply section here, power. And right here is my area of interest. This is standby 3 volts and 5 volts. This is 3.3 volts and this is 5 volts. Alright, so 5 and 3. Alright, so here we have USB power supply regulators there and onboard RAM. Alright, so I'm going to move the board out of the case here. So he told me that it turns on but no display, but it's not turning on. Some of the screws are out of the board already. So this should make the job more easier for me. Well, the boards are of all screws. Alright, so the board is out. I'm on the other side. Alright, so my first liquid intake on this side sees 90 volts coming here, and I see some here 19 volts on that section here as well. Alright, so checking other areas, and there is no other liquid intake I see so far on this side of the board apart from what I've just showed you. Alright, so I will clean it first and see what's the outcome. I'm going to inspect the 3 volts and 5 volts section. Alright, so as you can see here, I have a lot of debris there and liquid dried up there. It seems waterish to me. It seems as if it's water. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to head over to the microscope to get a detailed look of the liquid. Alright, so let me see if I'm seeing any solder joints that are going to be broken. Alright, I'm not nudging them too hard because alright, the solder joint seems okay. Alright, so I just need to clean. I'm not seeing any burn traces, so the liquid did not burn any of the traces. So I just need to clean. Alright, so I'm cleaning with 99.9. Then I'll get the hard brush now to remove the excess between the chips, like these pins here along the strip. I'll get the hard brush, get it in now. You have to lift the chip, clear the debris. Oh, we have a broken solder joint here, as you can see. So a broken solder joint is right here. As you can see, I'm seeing right under the via here of this pad. There's no pads there, it's gone. So I may have to replace the resistor, I'm not sure yet. First of all, let me check all the resistance on this coil. These coils I actually forgot to check the resistances. This is 3.3 volts and I get 400 and 399. Very good. This is 5 volts. And I get 452. Excellent, so there's no short. Alright, I'm going to check the 19 volt rail. .572, and there's no short. 492, let me check again. 494, excellent. Alright, so I'm going to continue cleaning here. It's looking good so far. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. The 5 volt section is good. 3.34 section looks good. Alright, under here now. Alright, This cap looks like it's broken. This cap looks, as you can see, I have some dark spots there on this cap, so this cap is definitely dead. I'll just remove it. And I will replace this one as well. Getting the iron ready. Iron is getting hot. Alright, that one is off. I'm going to replace them. These are 06, 03 capacitors, 19 volt, 25 volts. Alright, I'm just cleaning. Alright, so I have to replace these two. Now there's another liquid here, I forgot, and this one is, I'm gonna replace it as well. Alright, that's off. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to replace this one. Alright, that one is done. Alright, so one here. Alright. Alright, that one is done. The last one. Right here. And that's done. Just checking here to see. Alright, that joint is good. Alright, see some more splashes of liquid here. Alright, this one is ready. We've been clean here either. Alright. Alright, so this resistor now that I saw with the broken pad here, and I'm following the trace, so it's connected to this pad here, to this resistor, and then it goes to this chip. That's to the pin number 1, 4. That's 4, 8, 9. Pin number 9. Pin number 9. Okay, I think I might have to lift this chip. I just scratched pin number 9 and the solder pad just bumped off. Alright, so we have some oxidation here. Pin number 9 and pin number 4 is oxidized. Alright, I'm just exposing the copper pad here. Make sure I have a proper. I may have to jump a wire. Alright, cleaning this oxidation as well right here. This is for the main input, 19 volts. Alright, so I'm going to retin. Alright, that one is ready, and that one is ready, even though they are joined together, doesn't really matter. Now I'll have to run a jumper wire. I'll have to run a jumper wire because that line is broken. Alright. Oh, it's there. So I don't have to run a jumper wire. Perfect. Perfect. So I don't have to run a jumper wire. I doesn't have to run a jumper wire. All I have to do now is just solder back this chip and that should be good to go in it. So the track is there, the pads is intact. So all I have to do now is to remove the oxidation from under this chip and refill with clean tin solder. Here we go. Right, so this leg right here is oxidized, this pin right here is oxidized, so I just need to scrape it with my stencil knife here. Alright, so as I'm scraping away the oxidation, right on that spot there. Yeah. Now I will I have another oxidation right here. Yes, it was 2. It was pin 9 and pin number 4. So I have another one right here. Let me clean it. Let's use it to hold. Alright, so I'm cleaning this one for removing the oxidation. There we go. Alright, there it is. Now all removed, exposed, and it's now thin with solder. Now I can solder back this chip to the board. Alright, so let me add a little speck of solder paste flux. Alright, locating of the pin 1. Can't see, so I have to clean again. Alright, so I need to expose pin 1 so I can see. Pin 1 is right there. Alright, so I'm just finishing off these pads, making them look nice and shiny. Alright, so they are all good. So I think alright, so I'm gonna inspect the 5 volts now, making sure that the 5 volt is ready. As you can see, here it looks good. Right there looks good. Alright, the 5 volts looks pretty good to me, so I don't need to lift this chip whatsoever. Alright, so I'm going to recheck the coils again, making sure that the resistances or the diode value is to ground is okay. Oh, didn't I forget this resistor here? Alright, this one here with the missing pad right here. This pad is missing. Oh, it's not clear. Right. So this one. Oh, I think the pad is there, but the connection, the solder joint is gone. Let me check it with the multimeter from here to here. Right, I got a continuity there. So all I have to do is put back the resistor. Let me see the resistor. Pad, if it is, yes, it's gone, so I'll have to replace. I'm not sure what resistance is this. I'm gonna see if I can measure it. Alright, let me see if I can measure it here. Hope I can get something. And it says 67.8 kilo ohm. Alright, I don't know why it's not displayed. This software doesn't display the resistance of the resistor. Alright, if it's a ohm or kilo ohm, you just see the number on your screen, but for me it is 68k, right? 68 kilo ohm. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can find a 67 or a 68 kilo ohm resistor. Okay, so I found one. I found a 68 kilo ohm resistor, and I am going to take it out. This is a 0402 in size. Right, 0402 resistor. Alright, so I'm just taking this one. Oops, that one fell out. No, that's the bad one. This is the good one. Alright, 68 kilo ohm. And I will solder it back to the pads. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to plug in the power now. Let me Alright, so I'm checking the resistance now of 3 volts and 5 volts. Alright, 5 volts is 4.35, 3.3 volts, 380, that's excellent. Alright, so I'm going to plug in the power. Let me check the other resistance. This is 1.2 volts, 35, that's good. 1.8 volts, excellent. VCC in AUX 1.8, excellent. Alright, VCC 144, good. Alright, so I'm going to plug in the power. As I'm still not getting anything, let me see if I'm getting 19 volts coming into the board. Yes, I'm getting 20 volts coming in. 3 volts is there? No. 5 volts is there? Sorry? None of the above. So we have a problem still. I'm not getting 5 volts, I'm not getting 3.3 volts. So, and I'm getting 20 volts here. As you can see, 20 volts is there. Yeah? Let me see if 20 volts is here. That's the boost capacitor, sorry. 20 volts is here? Yes, 20 volts is here. So I'm not getting any standby current whatsoever, as you can see. Nothing. Right, so I'm going to head over to see if I can find a schematic. Okay, I'm going to head over to this. I'm going to see if I can find a schematic. Okay, so I have the change jar now open. Right, so the board number is NMD461. This NM hyphen, yeah, D461. Alright, search. Okay, so I have a top board view and a bottom board view, and this is the schematic right here, right? Alright, good. I just want to make sure that I'm recording. Alright, so my section here for 3 volts and 5 volts, right, and that coil is PL501. Let me confirm. PL5901. So that's PL5901. I just want a guide here so I can focus on my section here of 3 volts. So this is 5 volts always coil, yeah, and this is the PWM output chip, which is a RT6258C, and this one is a Synergy, which is SY8386BHRC, and this outputs 3.3 volts always, right? So with the maximum of right current of 8 ampere, right, anything over 8 ampere will be over current protection, right, which is a typical current, right, and we have over voltage protection of 60 voltage out, which is multiplied by 60% of the typical voltage, right? I won't get into this because that's not the meat of the matter here. The main part is to figure out why I'm not getting 3.5 volts. So first we have an input here. I have V9B plus, and that's 20 volts coming to pin number 2, 3, and 4, which I already checked. Right, next I need to find some enablers. We have enable 1 and I have an enable 2 here. Right, also I have an LDO here, right, which is going to output 3.3 volts with 100 milliamps of current, and so forth. So first, normally this is a current voltage divider. So EC on, oh, it says doesn't use a voltage divider, so this is controlled by the embedded controller. So when the embedded controller gets supply reset and clock and read its internal program, it will then configure the GPIO pins, and this will become in a high impedance state, and then it will send through this resistor, which is a straight line, right, which is PR5901, and it's coming to pin number 9. So this is going to turn on PWM voltage, right? This is going to turn on LX1 to 3, right? There's an integrated buck converter that's inside controlling 2 MOSFETs, right? So the next enable, which is enable 2, which is coming from this signal here, as you can see, 3 volt in. All right, let me search. All right, and it's coming from our 19 volts. So this 19 volts, right, is coming to this 10k resistor here, right, and it is coming to this voltage divider, as you can see, right? So let me get my pointer fixed here. Alright, so as you can see here, we have 19 volts coming to this resistor. This is PR5907, and this is 10 kilo ohm, right? And we have another resistor here, which is PR5904, which is 1 mega ohm, right? So this is going to significantly drop this voltage from 19 volts, right, to roughly about 4 voltage, 4.5 volts, right? So when 4.5 volts come to pin number 8, it's going to output 3.3 volts linear voltage, which is this voltage, right? 3.3 volts. So I need to check pin number 2, 3, and 4. I already checked. So now next pin I'm going to check is pin number 8, right? And then after pin number 8, then I'll check pin number 13, and this is going to turn on the EC power supplies, right, AVCC, right, and the reset, and then it's going to have its internal clock oscillation, and then it's going to read its program. And then now after the part is configured its GPIO pins, then it will send a high impedance of 3.3 volts of EC on to pin number 9. Yeah, so I'm going to check pin number 8, and then I'm going to check pin number 13. Alright, so let's get on, let me go under the microscope. Alright, let's see why I'm not getting this voltage, so I can get this thing out of the way. Alright, so I'm plugging in the power. Alright, so I'm going to first check on pin number 8, sorry. Okay, pin number 8. As you know, pin number 1, 2, pin number 2, 3, and 4. Pin number 2, 3, and 4. See, I got 20 volts there. Alright, I'm checking with my negative probe, sorry about that. Alright, so I got 20 volts there on pin number 2, 3, and 4. As you can see, they are joined together with this thick via here. All of this is taking 19 volts to this chip here. Alright, next I'm going to check pin number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pin number 8, I get 0 voltage. I should be getting 4 voltage here, right? So this is not normal. I'm getting what? 0 volts. Right, remember it is going through a voltage divider here, right? So this voltage is going through a voltage divider, so that indicates to me that something is wrong with my voltage divider, right? So I should get that. So it's 10k, right? So it's 10k and it's 1 mega ohm, so I'm not getting any voltage here. I already did this in a video before, right? When I was repairing an HP hole, I showed you how to calculate the voltage dividers. Right, so pin number 8 is not getting any voltage, so this is my problem right here. Let me measure the resistance to ground on pin number 8, right, see if I'm getting anything abnormal. Right, I got 600 and, sorry I wasn't under the microscope, pin number 8 I get 635, and that's good. Right, pin number 9, 633, so they are good resistances, so I need to check and find my voltage divider. Right, so I'm going back over to the schematic. Alright, so pin number 8. So these are the resistors. I'm going to open the board view as well. I'm going to open both board views. Alright, so we need to find PR5907, and I'm going to go over to the board view. I'm going to search. Didn't find. Let's go to the next one. Search, and it found. So let me zoom, select. So it was on the spot where the liquid damage was. So that means I have a broken trace on this voltage divider resistor, or it could be on the ground one. So the ground one is 1 mega ohm, and that's PR9504. So let me search for that one as well. Alright, and it's right beside it, as you can see. So they are right beside each other, so I need to go to the edge of the board here. As you can see, it's on the edge of the board here. So I'm going to head back over to the camera under the microscope. Alright, under here, and here is the culprit. As you can see right here, where I'm seeing a part of the copper. So there is a connection problem here. Right, this one is good, this is good. Right, this is the 1 mega ohm resistor. This is good, this is not so good, so I'm going to remove. This should be 10 kilo ohms, so I'm going to measure it as well. Right, so this is this one takes 19 volts. Right, so I'm going to measure the resistor. And I get 10K, 10.38, so the resistor is okay. I'm going to flip over the resistor to see if there is any oxidation on the pins. Alright, I have a slight oxidation there, as you can see. I have a slight oxidation there. It's not so clear, can I? Right here has a slight oxidation. Right here at the top here. Alright, so it's not making proper contact. It's not making proper contact, so I will replace. First, let me check if 20 volts is coming to this side of on this pad here. So I'm going to tin it with fresh solder. Yeah. With some solder. Alright, so the fresh solder is right here. Alright, let's clean it. I'm going to see if I'm getting 20 volts here. Alright, so 20 volts should be coming here. Alright, so I'm plugging in the power now. Hey, I'm getting some current now. I'm getting something. Alright, so I'm measuring now if I'm getting 20 volts here. Is it there or not? Let's go. See, 20 volts is right there. So I just need to add that resistor and you should be good to go. So I'm going to replace the resistor, and that's a 10 kilo ohm resistor. So I'm going to go back into the resistor pack. So I need a 10 kilo ohm resistor, and alright, I found it. Oh. 10 kilo ohm is right here. Alright, so I'm taking one from the bunch here. There we go. That's a brand new resistor there, 10K. Alright, so I'm just adding flux. Alright, so I'll just use my iron, solder this. Alright, so I'll just finish it off with the solder hot here. And that's nice. Alright, so I should get the voltage I need, roughly 4 volts. I plug in the power and it gives me 50 milliamp. So I'm checking here. I got 20 volts. Let me check on pin number 8. That's too high. That's too high. Let me see if I'm getting 3.3 volts. Right here. I get 3.2 volts. Interesting. I get 0.6 volts here on the coil, and this coil I'm getting, I get 5 volts. So that means the chip is broken. Let's see. Check the resistance. 375. Alright, so there's no short. No short there. Let me see if the EC, so the EC is actually sending the EC on signal to pin number 9. Alright, pin number 9. Nothing there on pin 9. Okay, so I'm not getting the enable signal. Alright, this is the resistor that I replaced. Nothing coming there. Nothing from this side. I'm not getting enable. No enable. I got 20 volts there. I have 5 volts here. But there's no enable signal. This is too high. Let me measure the resistor here on pin, for pin number 8 LDO. It should be 1 mega ohm. Not getting any reading. Hold on, let me. Get a good grip. Not getting any reading. Alright, so I'm going to replace this with a 1 mega ohm resistor. I'm going to replace this 1 mega ohm resistor as well. Alright, so I'm looking for the 1 mega ohm resistor. Alright, I found it. 1 mega ohm. 1 mega ohm resistor. Here is it. Alright, that's a new one. Just removing this excess solder. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to plug in the power again. 46 minutes in the video. Alright, I have one. I've taken a smaller amount of current now. Let me check the voltage here in this voltage divider here. Still 20 volts, so that means it's normal. Still 20 volts after exiting. Oh my! What the coil fell off, look at that. This board can't take much heat. And the coil fell right off. The coil fell right off. It's the first time seeing this. I replaced a resistor and also replacing a coil. Oh boy. Coil fell off. And my temperature is barely 340 degrees. And the coil fell off. Impressive. Alright, the coil is back on. Let me see if anything has fallen off the board. Alright, I'll plug in the power. Let me see the short, let me check the short to ground first. Alright, so I'm checking that 3 volts coil to ground. $383. Alright, plug in the power. 50 milliamp. So I think I'll have to replace this chip. But there's no PWM output voltage, so it's getting hot. .3 volts, still not there. I still have 5 volts. Yeah. But I'm getting 3 volts linear. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'm just measuring around for the EC on. I'm not getting an EC on signal. Alright, I got 20 volts here, so that's the LDO. The LDO is outputted here, 3.2 volts. Right, well, pin number 9, I'm not getting anything there. And that's coming from the EC. So let me head back to the schematic, because I can't replace the chip as yet until I see an enable signal coming from the embedded controller. Okay. So EC on, so now I have enable 2 at pin number 8. So next I will need EC on. Alright, so EC on to PCH, EC on, this is coming from the embedded controller at pin number 112. Alright, so as you can see, this is a GPIO pin, GPB7. Right, so it needs to read the program to configure the GPIO pins. EC on. Oops, so this is what? What chip is this? Right, this is the EC. So we have so many EC on here, and about EC on 1.8 volts. Let me see where this is going. Alright, this one is for discharging. That's where I'm coming from. And this one goes to nowhere. So this is not used. As you can see, it's not used. So the EC on is coming from actually pin 112. Let me go to the other whereabouts of this signal. That's where I'm coming from. That's a pull-up. That's a different signal naming. EC on PCH. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. Alright, so as you can see here, EC on is coming from the EC. Right, once you get the switch A3, okay, so the switch is connected. So once you get the switch, once you press the switch, the EC will turn on 3 volts and 5 volts. 3 volt always power come to PU904, EC on, then EC PU904 will send 3.3 volts LDO. Okay, EC on. Okay, so this is another signal here, ECUSM. I'm not sure what is the meaning of this signal. This signal is this is an NPN channel. This is an N channel MOSFET. Alright, so when EC sends 3.3 volts of this signal to here, it will conduct. Right, this will be a 68 kilo ohm resistor, and this will pull it down. So this signal must be low. PQ561 EC_USM conduction, and then it will send this low, so this cannot be low. Oh, this is the 5 volt always section, sorry. We have 5 volts already. EC on here is actually coming from the embedded controller. Right here, pin 96, pin 112. After coming through this pad here, it becomes EC on. So pin 112. Alright, sorry about that, I got a call. Alright, so yeah, so EC on. Now I'm gonna have to use oscilloscope, and I'm going to need to check if EC on is coming, and also check the output of 3.3 volts and see what is happening on that line. Okay, so now I'm with the oscilloscope. Alright, so I'm going to check the 3.3 volts output and the linear voltage and so forth to see if they're getting any abnormality on the waveforms. First I'm going to check 3.3 volt output coil. Let me see if this coil is soldered properly first. Alright, so I'm just checking to make sure that the coil is soldered correctly. So I'm just touching on both ends of the coil there, and I'm getting a perfect continuity. Alright, so I'm going to plug in the power. I'm not going to give instantaneous power because I need to capture the fault. So this happens so fast, so I have to make sure that I set my oscilloscope. Alright, so I'm at 1 volt 2 volts per division. My time base is set to 900 millivolts, and my edge type is set to rising edge, and my time base is set to 1 milliseconds, right? So I'm going to give power. As you can see, I have 50 milliamp, but I'm not capturing anything on the output side of the coil. Alright, so the chip is not outputting anything. With this current that I'm getting now, that indicates to me that I am getting a heat on one of these chips, so I believe this chip is gonna get hot. Alright, so I'm turning off the power. I'm going to take 3.3 volts linear, right? 3.3 volts linear. As you can see, I got 3.3 volts there, no problem there, but this chip is getting hot. Alright, I have 3.3 volts there, and the waveform looks pretty much close. It's 3 volts. Alright, there's no problem there. Alright, so I'm going to replace this chip. Okay, so I have replaced the chip. I'll now plug in the power. And I'm still getting the same amount of current, 50 milliamp. This one is becoming depressing and distressing. Alright, so I'm going to check. Wait a minute. I'm seeing something abnormal. Now, if you take a close look here, yeah? Let me see if I can bring in the zoom. Can I get a focus? Yeah? If you notice right here, there is a via here, right? This is a resistor. As you can see, another part is coming to here. It's broken. Oh my god. So this is, as I said before, where EC on is coming through here, coming here, and then to pin number 9. Now I'm going to scrape here and I'm going to see what voltage, if this should be EC on. I was checking the wrong path. So I'm just scraping this part here, expose the copper there. So I'm going to plug in the power and I'm going to check therefore voltage. See, we have 2.9 volts here. So I'm going to, that's EC on, so I'm going to jump the wire. What is happening? Why the chip gets hot? Because the internal MOSFETs inside are not getting proper boost, because they need to be conducted internally. So I'm just scraping here. I'm just going to run a simple wire from here, a small jumper wire from that point to the resistor that I have replaced. It's a 68 kilo ohm resistor. Alright, so from here to here. Alright, so I'm just going to get the jumper wire, catch back this trace here, so from here to here. Alright, so that should be it. Alright, so I'm going to cut. Clean. Alright, I'm now 1 hour in the video. Can you imagine? Alright, so I'm going to give power. Finally. Oh my god. Yes. Alright, so I now have a power. That one was, I totally missed that one. Right, that one totally caught me. So I will now do an overall power supply inspection, right, and then to see if all voltages are generated. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to check. Let me just clear my desk here. Alright, so As you can see now, I'm going to connect the power supply. Alright, so I'm going to give power. Alright, so 3.3 volts. Excellent. 5 volts. Perfect. 1.2 volts. Excellent. 1.8 volts. Excellent. Another 1.8 volts here. Excellent. And this should 1.79 volts. Excellent. So all the power supplies are working. Right, so I remove the power. I need to check VPP 2.5 volts and termination supply for the RAM. I give power. VPP 2.5 volts. Excellent. 2.5 volts is there. 0.6 volts. 0.6 volts is there. Excellent. Alright. So PLT reset is on pin 60. Sorry. Alright, so I'm going to type in PLT reset. PLTRST. Okay. So PLT reset is coming out of this pin DD41 right through this pad here, and it becomes PLTRST. Right, so I'm going to check for this pad here on the pad if I can find it. Let's see if it's searchable. Not on this side. Let me see if it's searchable on this side. Alright, I think I found something. Let me see if I can grab it. Select it. Oh, here is it. Oh, so it's right here. RC1101, and that's on the back side of the board. Scrolls to this side. Yes, this is the side. So let me see if I find it. Let me see if I find it first under the scope, then I go switch over to the camera to save time because I'm way over time. Let me zoom out. Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3. We have 2 straight ones there. Is that a pad there? DC1301, I see. Alright, so that should be PLT reset right here. I just need to confirm. Alright, I found it. Let me mark it that I don't forget it, the spot. PLT reset. Right here. Right. Alright, so I'm giving power. PLT reset is right here, 3.3 volts. 3.3 volts. PLT reset is okay. Everything is okay. Alright, so I'm going to assemble the unit and be back. Okay, so I've now assembled the unit, so I'm just going to give power now. Alright, pressing the switch. Alright, there we go, Lenovo, and it's booting up. And I think that completes the repair. Alright, that took me 1 hour and 4 minutes in order to complete. Long time I haven't done such a long video. Alright, so there we go, there we have it. Alright, so I'm at the login there. You know I like to do this part. Alright. Alright, there's it. Perfect. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something. That was a toughish one due to liquid corrosion. And I'll definitely repair something for you again in another video. Alright then, so bye.